Welcome, welcome. Hello. The message says live in 115 minutes. Have we messed something up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me all? Hi, welcome, welcome. 116 minutes. That's an hour and a half. I don't know why it would say that. Hi, welcome everyone. This is your time. This is your time to ask questions, and I'm here at your mercy to answer questions. Yay! Okay, you guys, I'm still so new at this. And the thing about it is, I feel like I just get it, and then 2 weeks go by, and I forget everything that I'm supposed to do. But it looks like it's okay, and it looks like it's working. And thank you. No, you don't have to wait till 10 p.m. I'll be in bed at 10 p.m. No, let's do it now, you guys. Just you let me know what are you sewing? What are you doing? What's going on in your sewing world? Let's have some fun. Did not get YouTube notification. You may get it a little bit later from now. Again, it looks like maybe our scheduling was off. I'm not sure. Hi, everybody. The fabric sale webcast was a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It's a disaster behind the scenes. No, I mean, it is a lot of fun. It's why we do it. And no, the real reason we do it is so that you can make a plan. It's hard to make a plan. When I see women come into the store and they have all those fabrics to look at and mill over, I feel bad that you all can't see all those, because they are some really, really beautiful fabrics at some really amazing prices. So it's just our attempt to help you see more. Yeah, I'll be in bed at 10 p.m. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. There's still a few fabrics left. They're up until tonight. We'll take them down in the morning. So, and there's the ones that that initially we sold out of. We've cut them, and there was a little bit left. We've put them back up. So do one more check through and make sure you got everything you want, because they'll come down here shortly. They'll come down in the morning. I'll take them down in the morning. Spring patterns. Us too. We're really excited about the spring patterns. They are. I mean, I have one on. What can I tell you? I just can't make them enough. It's really fun. I'm going to attempt to get 195 to fit right. It's not hard. 195 is not hard to fit right. There's only a few things that I ever change on those patterns. On 195, when I'm fitting it, generally I change the angle of the shoulder. That's about it. Typically, I do notice that women make the wrong size. So be sure that you measure several of your t-shirts. Just don't make it too big. I think a lot of women make it too big, and they choose a size that's just too big for them. So it's not difficult to get that pattern to fit correctly. 195 is a home run, and just like I said, angle of the shoulder is about the only thing that you have to worry about. I ordered some coordinated fabric. Yeah, it's very nice. Hi from New Zealand. Hi, New Zealand. We are planning for a big cyclone to hit in the next 48 hours. Oh my gosh, that has to be so nerve-wracking. Like that, you talk about stress. That's stress. It's so uncontrollable that you stress. Just get some food and just hunker down and say your prayers. It's about all you can do at that point. And our thoughts are with you. They really are. But it's stressful. I lost 75 pounds. None of my clothes fit. That's perfect. I know it's 75 pounds. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot. That's a lot. So the good news is you get to start again. You get to do, at 75 pounds, I would imagine you don't even recognize yourself anymore. That's a lot of weight. So I think I would shop. go shopping, not to buy, but just to get used to that, how much smaller you are and that the sizes, because, 75 pounds, you probably won't even understand what to even look for. And we've got that class going on, that style class. That might be something that's helpful for you. As you lose, like I said, that much weight is really starting all over. You've got to get used to the size you are, and that's going to take a little bit of time. But good for you. Congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment. And, I think today they say we should not put down people who are overweight. And I totally agree, because there's a spirit in all of us. There is a point that the weight is just not healthy, and our bodies have to work that much harder. That's the only reason I salute weight loss, is simply for the health avenues of it, and how much healthier we are, and how much easier life is when we have that weight, when we have less weight. But so congratulations. Love the fabric sale also. Would it be possible to put the number on the fabric? I get confused and keep going back and forth from the fabric page to the live webcast. It is confusing. I do think it's confusing. We'll do better. We'll do better. I'll put, I don't know. I think that we need pictures, to be honest. I think we need pictures. And so it just means more time. It took me probably 6 hours to prepare for that sale. But I think we just need 7 or 8, to be honest. And I didn't really have 6 or 7 hours that day. So I think we just need to put it in a time where I can focus, more time on it. But I do appreciate your feedback on that. And yeah, it gets a little confusing. So that's why you have trouble fitting 195. Okay, so that makes sense. So you don't really have trouble fitting it. You probably, let me just reiterate what I think. I think you have trouble getting the size to be correct, because you have nothing to measure. So that's why I would suggest go out and go shopping, and don't go shopping to buy. Shop to reacquaint yourself to the number that you are now, as opposed to the size number that you were. That will be helpful for you. Size, we always say it's not important. It isn't important, except once you're making your garment, and then it's important to get you to the closest possible size that you're going to be. Size could just be in inches. It doesn't matter. It's literally why I put the numbers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody could be a size 8. And so the goal is, though, to reacquaint yourself with what you are now. And it's changed significantly. An assistant to hold bolts, maybe. Yeah. Or, I thought about it. It's the bottom ones that get so confusing. Well, we talked about it after the fact, because I had fabric spilling everywhere. It was a mess, but we will figure it out. But thank you. I guess I will go shopping and take a tape measure and notebook. Absolutely. And you have to understand that the longer and more research you do at the store, for all of you, not just those who've lost weight, but especially those if you've lost weight. But the more time you spend doing your research and measuring your clothing, not your body doesn't matter. It's the clothing that you put on, and how much ease you like, and negative ease, and all of those things. That's what's really going to be important for you. And on the website, on the FAQs, or we have a finding your measurements. That's the chart. I always call it the Brett chart, because Brett put it up and didn't tell me he put it up. But he said this would really help him, and he's right. It really will help you if you really go through and recognize how important those measurements are. They are measurements of your clothing, and they're measurements of what you like in your clothing. And then once you have that, it's very easy to choose the size. It's very easy to sew up 195 and get it correct. But spend your time doing the shopping and the research, not behind the sewing machine making muslins and doing all that. That's not where it needs to be. So with a princess seam, do you press toward the center? Do you press towards the center? On princess seams, press toward the center or toward the back. So whatever the seam is, it either presses to the center, side seams press to the back. Okay. I'm making Stephanie's blouse and I'm wanting to press seams to one side. You should press seams to the center, side seams press to the back. And yeah, I do agree with that statement. I think you're going to have a lot of fun finding a new size. It's a new body. It's a new life. It's, and again, not to press the class, but I really think the style class would be really good. I think it'd be good for everybody. I think it's been good for me, to be honest, because I've kind of taken the class that I'm teaching through a stylist, and she's amazing, and I've just learned some really interesting things. I don't think it's not that I didn't know them, it's that I've understood them more so, and I've understood why, and then I've been able to make decisions better. So I think that's really helped me in that stylist class. Okay, let's see. You might want to put number tags on the fabrics. Will do. Will do. Finishing the neck and armhole on a knit tank, you serge the edge and then turn it under with a straight stitch. Won't the straight stitch burst out because it can't stretch with the knit fabric? No, it won't stretch out. I mean, I have it on literally, like here's a knit and I did a straight stitch and you can see it stretches. Okay, so what you want to do is have your stitch be 3.5 inches in length. 3.5. If you stitch with a small stitch, it will pop. It's too small. But that longer stitch length gives some movement. So it's just about the stitch length that will make a difference. Okay? Does the size for 195 tell me the size needed on all the other top patterns? It does. I can't say exactly because like 195 is a sweater set, and I would recommend that you do that with a negative ease. So you want it to be a little smaller than your bust. How much smaller is going to be your personality. But then let's say, for instance, we go to 915. 915 is the sweater set. 915 is Hugo's favorite cardigan. I would wear that cardigan open. I would wear the same size. But let's say I was making that cardigan in a thicker fabric. I might decide to go up a size for styling. So if I did change the size, I would change the size for styling, not for fit, if that makes sense. So there's going to be some fluctuation, but the shoulder angles are the same. The cup sizing would be the same. It will work the same. Okay? If I use the 5W on 195, will I need a 5W on 422? Most likely. Yeah, most likely. We use the same fit model, and that we use the way the fit model would wear her clothing. So there's going to be some differentiation, but it's a good starting point, and you'll find that there you can go through a lot of clothes and have a lot of success basically with that formula. Okay, and the same with the woven. 600 is the classic blouse, and then of course all those base pieces are parallel to that. And not only does it make sense, the goal is to really make the pattern work minimal. You know, we don't want to be refitting and redoing a pattern every time we get out a new pattern. We want the pattern to, I want your pattern work to be minimal. That's my job, is to make your pattern work minimal. It doesn't mean that I can make it go away completely. I just want it to be minimal. Okay, so that really the fun is taking the fabric and making the garment and having success, having to where we can wear it. That's the goal. It's my goal anyway. All right, what else are you sewing? What else are y'all doing out there? I know having fun. I know the spring patterns are coming. The weather was 60 degrees something, 60 something degrees here in Dallas today. It was a beautiful day, which is good because we're moving a lot of fabrics around, and it's nice. With the rain and the bad weather, it's hard to get fabric moved safely. We have to move fabric very safely so that it doesn't get wet. And look at my new box. See my new box I got today, you guys? This is full of fabric samples. This is from New York. And it's full of brand new fabric samples. So we are going to have some fun tonight. I've got to get all this opened up and fabrics chosen and get it back. And these are from a designer. I don't even think, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this name or not. That's kind of teasing, isn't it? I shouldn't do that. But anyway, they're good stuff. It's really good stuff. So, all right. Which stores have inspired you lately? Trends you like? Well, I'm a Neiman's girl. I'm a Neiman's girl. I feel bad sometimes because I take from Neiman's more than I give to Neiman's. Because I'm always, Neiman's is such a great collection of the best, in my opinion. Neiman Marcus, Saks, Bergdorf Goodman. They're such a collection of the best. And I'm not saying that they're the only best out there, because there's a lot of beautiful stuff that's not in those stores. But they are a great gathering of the best. So whenever you can get to a Neiman's, I'm saddened at Nordstrom's. I'm saddened at how, um, at least here in Dallas, it has changed dramatically, not just from their shoe selection, but their clothing selection. I don't know the numbers. I haven't watched the numbers, but it's hard to shop there and really get great stuff because they're limited. The designers are really limited, but Neiman's has still maintained and done a good job. I do think that there's a lot of designers now who are going outside of the traditional ways. I went to a Lafayette 148 fashion show last week, and it was a private event. And the clothes were sent by Lafayette 148 reps. They flew down from New York and had a private showing. And when you think about it, and when you can cut out a store making, a Neiman Marcus taking 50% of the sale price, stores are going to look for creative ways to get to the customer, to ultimately get to the customer. And so there's a lot of new things going on out there, and it's exciting. It's a lot of fun. But like I said, I'm in Neiman's a lot. I want to see what sells. I want to see their markdowns. I want to see where their clothes go. I want to watch what's going on with the clothes and where they're going. I know they're all not getting sold because they're too expensive. I know that. All right, tomorrow, let's see. I need to make a swimsuit cover up. What patterns would you suggest? I think you have to first decide, do you want to slip it over your head? Because a lot of swimsuit cover ups go over your head. Or do you want to, have it kind of fasten in the front? Do you want it, kind of open in the floor, like a robe? Do you want like a robe cover up, or do you want something that slips over your head? Something that slips over your head, I think 212 is a great cover up, swimsuit cover up. I think 95 is a great swimsuit cover up. I think 95 works really well simply because it's open and it's loose and you can make it longer. I wouldn't make it the length it is, I'd make it longer. But then, gosh, you could take any of the patterns and simply, you could do a classic blouse and just make it longer. You don't have to put buttons, just put a tie at the waist. So I would find a swimsuit cover up that you like and then take it back to the patterns. But again, decide, do you slip it over your head or do you want a robed type swimsuit cover up? I've lost 22 pounds. Wow, how are you guys doing this? This is amazing. Now in the fix the clothes mode. This is really exciting, all this weight loss. Especially during the winter. Winter, we usually put on weight. Usually, not always, hibernate and eat and kind of bear down until summertime comes. But good deal. I watched your dress formula video. I just received my knit muslin, knit sheath dress, and Vera's skirt. Good. Good. Okay, we did just have that dress form. The dress form, around the country, different PBS shows are showing, but this is series 11. In fact, it's for sale. We're shipping it now. We'll have them all shipped by tomorrow. So we're going to send out an email tomorrow asking for your support on series 11. We've got a big push that we're going to do this weekend for series 11 and pattern 822. But on that, show number 5, I think it is, Cindy joins us for doing the dress form, patting the dress form. She did a beautiful job. It's a great show. We've gotten great feedback on it already. And it's a great time to get a dress form and to get it all set up. Because the way we do it, the way Cindy shows to do it, and we went through the process, she just did a great job. And now she's got a dress form that's really her, that you can really trust to be you. You said the expensive clothes are not sold. How do they market them afterwards? A lot of times they'll go to, first, sometimes the designers take them back. Neiman Marcus is doing, some of what they're doing now is consignment. And if they don't sell, the designers are actually taking them back. But also, remember, there's last call. And that's full. If you've ever noticed, last call is full of clothes. And so a lot of those clothes are going there also. So it just depends. It just depends on the designer and the individual deal that they make with them. I'm so sad that Austin does not get Fit to Stitch. Austin does not get Fit to Stitch? You sure? Go to our Fit to Stitch channel. and search for Austin. Search, then we have a zip code search because that would really surprise me. I think we're all over Texas. Hey, everybody from Missouri. I got to see it today. It was great. Thank you. What is last call? Last call is just Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus closeout. It's like off 5th, the Saks Fifth Avenue. Last call is for Neiman Marcus. Get it? Last call. Last time. So all the stores have some type of, Nordstrom's has the rack. They have to move fashion. You can't put it and expect it all to sell in the store. There has to be a way. Otherwise, they can't maintain a fashion front face if they don't, if they don't have somewhere to move the merchandise through to. They have to. Giorgio Armani even has a beautiful store. I mean, the clothes are greatly reduced. They're still really expensive, don't get me wrong, but he has a store that's in our outlet mall. There's a Giorgio Armani in there. So sometimes they'll take the clothes back and then they'll take care of them. They'll, or they won't allow them to discount them at Neiman's, but they'll go elsewhere. So everybody has something. The rumor is that, who is the trench coat? Burberry, that they burn the leftover clothes. Now, there's been a lot of controversy about that because they try to keep their prices up and they feel like if they reduce them, then they'll lose that high price point. And so they've been rumored to actually burn their leftover fabrics. They take them back in and they burn them, which, there's a lot of people in the world that are poor that could use them and they're burning them. So there's been a lot of controversy about that. But again, we don't know. Will you do a swimsuit or lingerie pattern? I don't know. No, it's not what I do. I do fashion, But lingerie, we've done lingerie. You can use the tank top and you can use a skirt. So I actually have done that. If you search for, we had a webcast on using the tank top, and you just add little lace and then you can kind of cut it away. It's really just how you sew it. It is a tank top. A swimsuit, I don't know. It's just not what I want to do, you guys. There's so many great clothing. There's so much great stuff out there. How can we get to see this show about padding a dress form? Buy the Series 11. Buy Series 11. The title of the series is Your Questions Are Answers. And I think the whole show is packed with all kinds of great information for you. So that's the best way. Buy the series. We'll send it out. You can go to fittostitch.com and purchase Series 1100. And you can support Fit to Stitch at the same time. I'm wanting a wrap dress. 4019 has a collar that I don't want. Can I use collar 214 on 4019? Should I just lengthen 2020? Should I just lengthen 214? Either way, whatever you want. If you already want 214 exactly like it is, I would just lengthen 214 personally, and just make a hey Oregon, I would just make a muslin, and just the only thing when you lengthen a dress, you got to watch out for sway back. I always in the pattern take a sway back adjustment when I lengthen it because it balances the hem a little bit better. So just FYI that you do that. But if you already like the styling and everything of 214, I would go with 214 and just lengthen that. Okay. All right, ladies, what else? We always say 20 minutes and we go 30 minutes just like that. It's no problem. And I know 20 minutes is hard, but again, the only reason I want to keep it to 20 is so that those watching back for questions and answers can get to those questions or answers without taking too much time. That's the goal. All right, so tomorrow we're going to hit hard Series 11. It's out. It's been shipped for those who ordered it. We're just extremely grateful. We just need more of you to order it. And that way you have the collection and you can watch it whatever you want. And then the stylist class. Make sure you get into that stylist class. There are a few fabrics left over from Tuesday night. They're up tonight, and then tomorrow we'll take those down and we'll just move on down the road. Okay? All right, ladies, thank you. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next week, I think. Yeah, we'll see you next week, next Thursday. All right, happy sewing. Bye.